Okay folks, we're here at Jerod's campsite with his camper. It is a Gray Wolf. What model, Jerod? 2022?
It's the 29 TE. The company that makes it is Forest River. And this is the Gray Wolf Limited. Is that what it is then? The Gray Wolf Limited. It's, I believe it's 29 feet of living space, and overall length is 36 feet 8 inches. Might as well say 37 feet. It comes with your backup camera, spare tire, luggage rack.
The luggage rack will hold up to 200 pounds.
It's got one slide out, which is for the main living space, for the kitchen and the living room area. You have storage here. And this is where we keep, our freshwater hose, our different power hookups, the sanitation hose for flushing your gray tank and your black tank, and then that's basically just a utility for the camper. And as you come along, you got your slide out, which does have the option to have an awning put on it. Of course, we didn't have the awning put on. It has a light, which I don't think, I'm not going to be able to get it to work right now because the actual switch on the inside is off. But it's got a light here.
So got a hookup for a cable.
Light on this side. You got your cable hookup here.
Now your light on this side is because this is where your
gray tank and your black tank empty out from, and your freshwater tank is over here.
And it has a drain for it, so when you go to winterize it,
and then
it's right there.
You have your freshwater connection here, your city water connection here. This one also has, I think I've got my keys on me. An outdoor shower. So if you don't want to go inside the camper, say you're been four-wheeler riding or something, and
covered in mud,
or you just got done, you're at deer camp and you just got done cutting up a deer and you're covered in stuff, and you don't want that going into your gray tank or something like that, you can use the outdoor shower. You got your hot and your cold. It's got a shower head right here, and when you're using it, I'm not going to pull it all out, but when you're using it, you can actually take the shower head
and hang it right there,
so you can wash off or whatever, and then whatever. But
great for cleaning those muddy boots when you're hunting too.
Yeah. But you got your outdoor shower. Of course, here's where your hookups are, and your drain plug for your hot water tank, your resets for your hot water tank and your water pump.
You got the levelers.
Got the level here, and it's got a level here. Now, the one thing I don't like is a camper this long. These are the only levelers on it. There's not one on the rear. There's not one on the other side. You have these two. Now, granted, you can get your own, and then you can put on there or whatever, but you would think a camper this long would have at least one on the rear. But you have your two levelers here. And of course, you have your scissor jack stands, which it comes with the tool to raise and lower them. Your battery box.
Here's the other leveler, folks, right here.
Your propane tanks, which it comes with the cover.
The only thing is, a camper this big for a family, basically, because this is the bunk house.
Yeah, it's got the bunk house.
It only comes with two 20-pound tanks instead of 30-pound tanks.
Yeah. It does come standard with the electric jack, which I think most campers now are coming with the electric jack. At least bigger campers. Smaller campers might still have the hand crank, but most of your big ones come with this. It does have LED lights that shine down on your tongue. Then you're up and down right here. And then if your battery died or this thing was to die, it has an emergency port here.
For a crank.
And you have the crank rod that comes with it that you stick down in here, and you can hand crank this up and down.
Now the one thing he showed the battery box and the battery there, this does have a solar panel on the roof.
Right, on the top it does have a solar panel. I don't think you can see it.
You can't
from
see
here.
it. Maybe if let me walk up the hill here. You can see
It has the air conditioning unit on top.
there's the solar panel.
Yeah,
Up
there's
towards
the
the
solar
front.
panel.
Hopefully you guys can see the solar panel there.
And that keeps your battery charged up to keep your refrigerator running or keep the hot water tank warm or
Well,
stuff like that.
the battery's more intended for the spark ignite for your hot water tank and your heater. From what we heard back when you got this, it's not enough solar panel and not enough batteries. You'd have to have like 2 batteries, another 100-watt solar panel to be able to power the refrigerator off of 12 volt.
Right. Well, you can run the refrigerator. It's just
Right.
it'll drain the battery
Quicker.
quicker.
Right. You'd have to have a generator to charge up your
But say
battery.
you were camping, you didn't have a power hookup, you're running off of a generator, and you need to make a run to the store, and you don't want to leave your generator running.
Right.
That will run your
Right.
refrigerator for a few hours,
Right.
and that wouldn't be a problem. You go around the other side. I do like on here, it has a designated place for your chains to hook. It has a designated place for your power cord
That's
to
nice.
go. Where on a lot that I've seen, your chains you just have to drape. The power cord you just have to drape. This actually has places for it. And then it has the emergency pull cable, where if this would come off of your tongue and this gets pulled, it's going to lock the brakes up.
And it's set up for the anti-sway or whatever they call those bars.
Yeah, the torsion bars.
Well, it's stabilization bars.
Then you have one big cubby here, which has a light inside. And it actually also has the control unit for your solar panel.
Oh, the solar charge controller.
Yeah, it's right there next to the light.
Yeah, you can see it right there. Back there is his hot water tank, because I had to de-winterize it for him last year. His
Not de-winterize, you
or
have to
winterize. Yeah, you de-winterized it. But there's the hot water tank, the 2 valves on it, the siphon hose for your antifreeze jugs. There's your freshwater tank hose going to your freshwater tank. Then there's the city water connection. And all that is accessible from going under the bed to get to it.
And all this storage here is underneath the back bedroom closets and the bed. You've got this door here which leads from outside into your bathroom.
There's your shower. Probably get a better view from when we go inside. But there's the shower, your commode, your vanity. And you got another door there that takes you into the master bedroom.
And that one takes you out into the main living space. You have your 12-volt
Fan.
exhaust fan in the top. And then it also has
The screen door.
a screen door.
Now there's something about these doors. They're friction.
They're friction doors to where you don't have to have
Something to hold
latches
them.
or something to hold them open. The wind's not going to blow it shut.
Right. It takes some effort to shut them.
So you can just open it like this and it's going to stay open. It's not going to swing back and forth.
And the window in the door is smoked, tinted, whatever you want to call it.
But you can see. If I was to go in here and turn the light on, you can see through this window pretty good. It says up here, what's the name on that? Lippert, shade ready.
Right.
You need the shade. We thought it was just going to be tinted enough. It's not really tinted. It's privacy glass, kind of like what's on a vehicle. It's
Right.
not actually tinted. It's made that dark color.
Right.
But you can still see through it. Light passes through it just fine. If you come right here and look up towards the sky, you can see through that pretty easy.
Oh yeah, yeah, I'm seeing it.
And it's just like, especially at nighttime. If somebody goes in that bathroom
Turns
and
the light
this door's
on.
shut and turns the light on, you can see in there clear as day. Definitely needs the shade, or you need to buy some window tint and tint that to where you can't see in.
And this is
It does have a grab handle here to help you get up the steps.
This is the campfire package and base camp package.
Yeah. And then around here you've got your external speakers. You have 2 of them. You have 2 regular 110 plugs. Your black tank flush
Is on this side.
is on this side. It needs to be on the other side where all your other hookups are. When you're dumping your tank, that's where everything's at. Then you have to run a hose under your camper.
And I know why now. Your black tank is right here and pipes across
You've got another cable hookup.
for putting a TV.
You got the TV mount here where you can hang a TV out here. All your speakers and the stereo in this, everything with this camper can be done with your phone through Bluetooth.
And that's
You can monitor your freshwater tank, your black tank, your gray tank. You can control the stereo, you can control the thermostat, you can do everything from your phone.
Can you do your awning from your phone?
Yeah, I believe so. I believe you can actually do the awning with your phone.
There's no crank on this. This is all
It's electric.
electric.
And it's all controlled with that one panel, so I'm almost certain you can do the awning with the phone.
And then there's the heat exhaust right behind Louise's head.
But then
Need the heat on. You'll get warm.
I got heat and pad on.
you have the outdoor kitchen as well, which this door would actually also double as, if you have a projector, a good place to project movies and stuff for
Right.
your kids and stuff. And you can have the sound Bluetooth through the outdoor speakers, so you'd have that. It comes with a gray stone, which we love. We've used it quite a bit. It comes with the 2 apartment-sized refrigerators. Ice machine, which is supposed to be bolted down, but somebody unbolted it and said they're not bolting it back.
It's easier to clean.
It's got a sink with hot water, cold water, little storage cabinet. This is just a false drawer, which you may be able to add an option and have something there. I don't know. Then you have your pull-out drawer here, where you can keep your stuff that you use out here. It does have 2 lights to light up your sink and your cooking area.
And they're all push button center.
And then it also has, for those of you that are dog lovers, a leash latch, which is attached to the frame.
Hey, there ain't gonna be no dog pull that off.
No, but I was actually concerned with the way our camper's set up right now. If I had my Rottweiler, Willow, and she was to take off running and jerk,
Yeah.
she might be able to rock that enough to...
Maybe. You got the jacks down though.
With your gray stone, it's gas, propane. It's quick connect, and your valve is right here. You just pull this back, insert this in it, let that go forward, and then it's got an on-off valve right here. You turn that on. One click of that turns on. That's your grease trap stuff on it. And then when you're done with it, you just push back on that, pull this out. all
like
of this.
almost like an airline or air hose.
Once everything's cooled down, it's just like an air hose quick connect. All that stows in there, and that goes back in there like that. And then the refrigerators, they also have blue lights. You can see it better at nighttime.
It's showing up.
The speakers and the awning, they have blue lights as well.
Yep.
They're on.
Yep.
Like I said, it's all controlled from this one panel in here.
And you got a handle here.
You have this handle here, which is, it wiggles, but it's sturdy. And then it collapses. You lift up on it, turn it in, and it seats down for whenever
when
you're
you're
traveling.
towing. Yeah.
And then you just lift up on it again, turn it around, and it locks in place. The steps on this side have extendable legs that have quite a few different adjustments in case you're on level ground or whatever. They're nice and sturdy. I like these steps better than those.
Right.
Those have some bounce to them.
Those are regular camper steps over there.
These are good and sturdy, and these, open that up, these actually stow inside the door, and they have a quick latch here, which latch them in place. I've got quite a bit of dirt under there, but they latch in place, and here's all your different adjustments, and it's all done with this. But that stows, doors shut.
The other one's just like regular campers. They just fold up and go underneath the
If
trailer.
you've ever messed with them before, you know the one step folds in top of the other one slides in and locks in place.
Right.
We'll go inside.
Show that control panel.
Here's your control panel that shows your freshwater tank, your black tank, your gray tank. It shows your battery, how charged it is, charged, good, fair, low. Your Bluetooth connection, your awning light, exterior light, your living room lights on and off. Your water heater, your water pump, you can turn them on and off. Your awning, retract and extend. Your slide, retract and extend. You can do all that, I'm pretty sure, with the app. You scan this, and it'll link to this Bluetooth, and then you can do all that with your phone.
Right.
Radio, it's Bluetooth, AM, FM.
There's your voltmeter at the top too for your battery.
For the battery. You can hook an HDMI cable to this if you have a different type of radio or music player that you want to plug in. And it's got a place there for USB.
So if you had, I guess, songs on USB drive.
Or like your charging cable.
Right.
You just plug that in. And,
oh, okay. Be like a charging port.
you can play your music and charge your phone all
Right.
at the same time. Then you got your counter, your kitchen table, which over here you've got living lights here too that you turn on by just pressing buttons. They, I don't believe, are controlled with the living room lights, because you can turn the living room lights off and you still have your dinette and your couch
Right.
lights on. You have to press the button on them. You do have, with this switch, the same blue lights that are on the outside. The inside has them down through here. And the whole inside of the camper will have a blue glow, kind of like at nighttime if you need a little bit of light in case somebody needs to go to the bathroom and you don't want to have a lot of lights on. That would give just enough light that somebody could go to the bathroom or whatever. Your speakers for your radio, they have the blue lights on them in here. You have one subwoofer, and you have the smaller speakers. The bedrooms don't have speakers in them. So you just have these in the main living space, and you have the two on the outside as far as the speakers go. Turn the living room back on, turn those off. Then it comes with your microwave, which I'm pretty sure all of your appliances, whenever you buy this, have a 5-year warranty or something like that. Your refrigerator. The one thing I don't like, the camper I had before this one, the refrigerator could be electric or it could run off propane. Seems like they've gone away from that technology on a lot of stuff. You can request it, but it's an upcharge. You got to pay more. This is just electric. It will not run off of the propane, which I think kind of sucks if you're going to boondock camp and you don't have a plug-in.
And you don't have a generator.
Well, even if you do have a generator, we go up on the mountain to hunt.
You're not leaving the generator running.
You're not going to leave the generator running all day. How much gas is that going to burn? Where, like in the other camper, when we turned the generator off, the propane took over, and it would run your refrigerator. So I don't like that aspect. I wish this thing could be gas as well.
But it is electric, but it's also 12 volt.
Right, it's 12 volt, or it can run off of the...
But you'd have to upgrade solar panel, and you'd have to add additional battery or batteries to what you already have.
It comes with a really nice sink, which I'm not going to take the cover off of right now. She's got dirty dishes in there. But it's a large garden-sized sink.
Farmhouse sink.
What is it?
A farmhouse sink.
Farmhouse sink? I thought it was called a garden sink or whatever. Whatever. But it's a large one-tub sink. You have your spigot, which also comes out, and you can bend it. And it's got regular, like your normal house water faucet, or you can turn it on to a spray for rinsing off dishes. It's got a 3-burner stove and an oven.
Got a couple drawers.
It's got nice little storage. Oh no, that ain't storage. I thought that was storage.
No.
Could be storage. Pretty good sized drawer.
And they're on slides.
They're on slides and they lock in place pretty good. And then underneath the couch, you got to lift up on these.
Yeah, they don't have slides.
These have really big drawers,
Yeah.
but they lock in place
You
when you
got-
sit down.
One on each end.
One on each end.
Table does lay down to make
This
a
lays
bed.
down, you pull those poles out, and you can make a large bed out of the table. You have 2 nice cabinets up top, which also have lights to light up this area. You have them here as well. So if you turn all these on,
You're doing dishes or cooking.
you can
or,
see really well.
Right.
And then if you turn these on as well, this whole space lights up really well.
Right. There's his air conditioner unit, which is flush in here to where you don't bump your head on it like old campers used to be.
And then, you know, it's got the TV mount here if you want to put a TV, place to hook your cable, Wi-Fi connection, and then your plugs up here so you don't have wires dangling everywhere. Your wires go right here. It has a really large pantry for all your food and stuff. The refrigerator's decent sized. You've got your crisper drawer, pretty good size shelves. I'm going to eat a hot dog. Good sized freezer.
Right.
Your stove has LED light and exhaust fan. Which, if you're going to cook in here and you're going to fry bacon, you're going to set that smoke detector off every time. We've had to take the battery out of it while we were cooking because it'll go off. The paper towel holder we added. It would be a nice thing if they had that already made into it. We added that. This actually pulls out and it makes a bed, but it's more for a kid because, you know, I'm 6 foot tall. I'm not going to be able to lay in there.
Right. It's kind of where you lift up the bottom and pull out a little bit, and the back lays down. So it's not 6 foot wide. So you're not going to set somebody 6 foot there, 5 foot, maybe somebody that's 3 or 4 foot.
And I don't know how far out in the floor it actually comes. Maybe it does come out enough that you could lay this way. I don't know.
I don't think it does. I think we fooled with that.
It doesn't? Okay. My wife confirmed it doesn't. But there was something else. I remember everything. Here's your kill switch. And that kills all power so that your solar panel is not being pulled on. Whenever you park this thing and you're done, you pull that. That way the solar panel isn't being drained and pulling your battery. Well, basically that's your battery. And then your solar panel can do its job in charging your battery and maintaining it.
Right.
You leave that plugged up, refrigerator's going to want to run, and it's going to drain your battery.
Now, isn't the thing beside it, isn't that where all your breakers and
Yeah, I believe that's your fuse box and stuff
fuse
like that.
panel and everything right there?
Yeah.
And
Now, I will say this too. What I found out this time, this is only my second time using it. I bought this brand new last year. We camped in it once for a week, and then I've had it parked, and then we're here this week at Babcock State Park, and we're staying in it. We thought we'd go ahead and do the review. All of your outlets around your sink, outdoor kitchen, they're
ground fault?
the ground fault. To reset those, they don't actually have it on them, and you don't go to your fuse box. This is like a master reset right here. You reset that one and it resets those out
okay.
there.
So it's on that there.
Yeah, it's on this one. So if any of those trip, you have to come in here and
Hit
reset
that
it. And then that resets your plugs. Does have a nice little space under the sink. It's back in there. And then, like I said, there's some space back in there, but
Well, it has to make. Let me show you the floor, folks. You can see the floor is hardwood plank floor. You don't see any heat registers. His furnace is underneath the stove, and that's the fresh air intake, or whatever you want to call
that's
it.
the intake. You have one heat vent here, and the other heat vent. There's only two in the whole thing that I've been able to find. Your other heat vent is in the bathroom here, right here behind the toilet, underneath the shower. That's the only two I've been able to find. I haven't found any in the bedrooms or in the bunkhouse, which we'll look at the
And
bunkhouse.
that's a nice shower. It's got a little skylight.
It's got a little rubber piece here that latches the handles when you're traveling so that they don't open. It does have a skylight, so you get plenty of light in there. The doors slide open. You have your on-off control for your water, and then this control actually turns this on and off, and then this also has a kill switch, or whatever you want to call it. It's supposed to hang up here,
But it looks like, you know, Jerod's 6 foot. If he was in there, I don't think he's going to bump his head.
no, I won't bump my head in there.
And
I'm not going to get my shoes in there.
with the skylight, if he was 6'4", 6'5", you could stand right there.
Yeah. But I mean, it's better than not having anything.
Mm-hmm.
And it does work pretty well. I've used it once or twice, but
Now Louisa's come in and she laid the couch down.
yeah. So I'm 6 foot. I mean, you'd have to let your feet hang off like this to sleep on it. You could do it, and then you're definitely not laying
That way,
this
no.
way.
It's like a futon, the way it works.
Yeah, and that's more for your kids or something like that.
Yeah.
The windows have screens in them. They also have built-in blinds, zebra blinds, whatever they. Being all technical. Has a place here you can hook them.
I added that.
But you can set them like this to where you're still letting light in, but you still have some privacy. People can't just see in like you had an open window. Or you line your shades up and nobody can see in.
Yeah.
It does make it pretty dark in here even when you do it. And then these just roll up out of the way up inside there. The curtains are not actual curtains. You can't pull the curtains. Those are just decoration.
The blinds is what.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you have the bunkhouse on this model, which my kids are currently using. Hello, kids. You have an upper bunk here, lower bunk here. Lower bunk here can sleep an adult. This bunk here is for, I think the weight limit on it's maybe like 115 pounds, 120 pounds, something like that. You don't want to put me up there.
Right, now it didn't come with these rails. Lisa made those.
Yes, my wife made these so that the kids can't roll out and fall on the floor. And they actually go underneath the mattress, almost to the wall, don't they?
About halfway.
About halfway.
So as long as they're laying, they ain't gonna flip.
Yeah. And then they have this place here, which they can both lay their tablets and their phones and stuff. Their plug-ins are back here. They have 2 USB ports. They have 110 hookup, and there's even a cable hookup back here. My wife also made these, or your mom made these, because there's nothing for these windows. There's no blinds, there's no shades, nothing whenever you buy it. So these were custom made. She made one for each window. The ports you see here are for air conditioning. The bedrooms do have air conditioning ports. This bedroom has one. I think our bedroom has one.
There's one right here.
There's one there. There might be another one up the other
There's one there by the refrigerator.
I think there's one in the bathroom. But for the heat, there's only 2. There's that one and then the bathroom.
Right, but when the door's shut, there's big
When these
gap.
shut, there is a large gap up here at the top.
And at the bottom.
You know, I can get my hand through there, which allows the air to blow through. And if you have this door open, she found this out this morning, and you have the heat on, that vent is angled directly blowing in this room. So, it's got nice size cabinet underneath this bunk, which I believe on this bunk, an adult might be able to sleep on this one. I don't know for certain.
Because of the frame for
because of the frame for the cabinets and everything. You know, this one here is just kind of hanging on the wall. You have your ladder for the kids to climb up here. And this section here is also for this bunk. They climb up the ladder and go across onto this bunk, because there is no ladder or easy way to get on this bunk. This ladder stows away. And there's a large area here for their toys, or if we go hunting, for your bag of clothes, your boots, whatever. I think that just about covers the bells and whistles, other than the master bedroom.
Let's go start actually.
I know, we already discussed that. Of course, these windows have blinds on them too that can go up, but they're attached down there. I don't even fool with them. Your control unit for your AC and for your heat is right here. The lighting in the bedroom is all push button. There is no switch. But you have basically like your reading lights, your main light. You have 2 110 plugs. You have a cable hookup. Backer for TV mount. They've studded this so you can put your TV mount here. It didn't come with one, but you can put one right there. That's the door that goes into the bathroom. Both sides of the bed have
Little wardrobes.
Little wardrobe closets. Have a place to hang your stuff. Then you have big space across the top here. You can store stuff. And I believe mine's kind of covered at the moment. No.
No.
I thought they had drawers
It's
there.
just like a little end table for you to lay your phone or...
Lay your phone and stuff. Because you do have like a charger unit there
Yeah.
that has USB plugs. You have 110 and you have that on both sides. Although that one thing...
That's for something you can plug in, or I don't know. I couldn't remember if they came with like a night light or a flashlight, because there's two prongs right there like for charging something.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what goes on that one. You know, this side doesn't have that. But she did slide her blind up to where you can see out. She's got the window open.
Yeah.
You can do the same thing with all of them. They just slide up inside of here, which has a nice little vinyl, you know, fake leather touch to it. You lift the mattress and the board, and here's how you access your storage, and your hot water tank, and your water pump.
We gotta remember to turn that light off down there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's turn these lights out too. Of course, I'm hooked to electricity right now. I don't care how much it pulls. I'm not pulling from the battery. She's lighting the stove right now.
And it does have a fire extinguisher right there at the door.
And that comes with the unit.
So folks, this is Jerod's camper. Now this is a 2022 model, isn't it?
This is the 2022. The 2023 is exactly the same, except they went away from the black cabinets to a lighter brown wood look.
Yeah, I know. You know, it's dark, and like when we went in the Buck house. I'm hoping the video turns out okay because it's dark.
Right. One big improvement that I think they should make totally aggravates me. Some of you may have already seen it. If you step back, that awning should cover your bathroom door as well.
Right. It doesn't cover the bathroom door, and it does not go over your kitchen. But you have that.
I'm fine with it not going over the kitchen.
Well, you have that lid or door that opens up. You can stand
That's not
under.
even my thing. Maybe I'm obsessive compulsive. I don't know. But the gap that you have here from this rack to your door frame, you should have the same gap here. And that should cover that space so that everything looks balanced. Right now, it's like it's off.
Right, but I'll tell you one thing too. If they did come out that way, and I'm just thinking out of the box here, if that mount there was over here, like I said, just past that door,
Opening the door would...
the door would either have to open the other way, or they would have to fix it to where it did not hit the framing of this awning.
I would be fine if they made the door open the other way.
Right. Well, folks, I know this is about a 40-minute video, 45-minute video, but Jerod wanted to do this review of his camper. He'd been promising it, and he was out here at Babcock Campground, camped out this week. I come over, we decided to shoot it. So we appreciate you watching J&J True Outdoor Adventures. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And we're fond of saying,
We'll see you in the woods.
see you in the woods. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.